All right, let's do another example of this.
And real quick, guys, if you want to learn this awesome new program called plasticity, I've got a course for you in the description. It's the first link there. And it's got a lot of awesome content, guys. It's got over 42 hours of educational content. It's got a tree cutting mechs. It's got police robots, Omega, SMGs, cyborg ninjas, and much more. So be sure to check that out.
All right, something like that. I'll go ahead and do it on the new object. All right, I'll go ahead and turbo smooth this. I'll go ahead and reconform it to this, just because subdivision can, smooth things out. Then maybe I can change some of the things here. All right, shell. All right, so now I can see like what kind of what I want it to take place. Let's have a more triangular one. Let's have it right here, for example. So I'll use the Versace script to set up the pit right there. I can kind of move it out according to that. So I'm going to begin to like massage this surrounding mesh to get that nice crease effect. That's also how I go right here, for example. Right, so I just used straight there, which I have set to a hotkey. Use straight right here, for example. All right, so you can see we're getting interesting shapes, and we're just gonna kind of fix it up as we go along, according to if we want to be more or less subtle. All right, now that we've got that, I will turn off data channel and replace that with crease set. I'm going to select these here. Now you can see we're getting that nice, just that nice shape there, you know. So like we're not being confined to the topology, we're being bold with our cuts here, and because we're keeping things simple, and of course, you want to kind of increase the number of iterations, get that sharpness right there. If you're going to add further detail, you know, you go with like 1 or 2, and then you can apply smooth and poly, and then you can add further detail here. or maybe you can just go with one, for example, depending on how much detail you want to add. So it's all about kind of carefully modulating the complexity and level of detail. You don't want things to be too simple, that way you get distortion and there's not enough topology to work with. But if things are too complex, it also becomes difficult to work with as well. So it's all about modulating that level. See here we're getting that nice result here as well. So another way to modulate your shapes is to use set flow. You can see like before we kind of had a little bit of sharpness here. With set flow we're getting that nice transition. So as you can see guys, we just get really nice shapes like so. Here I'm using face constraints. I'm just kind of moving this up here. All right, we can use face constraints to kind of get the kind of shape that we want without having to cut. We can use hinge from edge to get nice results as well, and then do a little bit of cleanup here. As you can see, that's a great way to shape things out as well. Scale and move. Face constraints. Geopoly. Bevel. Cap. Edge constraints to get nice results. Actually, here what I would do is I'll delete that. And now we got this result. So a lot of fun things you can do here. Once again, you want to have enough density here, but not too much. Set flow. Another thing I like to do is to cut. Then I can select this bevel with 0. Hold shift and click here to control the border edges, and then straighten this out right here, and then well to get that kind of result. And of course, we can replace data channel with crescent once we kind of finalize this. Another thing I like to do is to use retopology modifier to quickly model things as well. So for example, let's say we have this shape here in the center. We'll quickly fill this in. Well, that'll take a lot of time to kind of get that. So here's what I'll do. I'll select this and this right here, as much as I want to be a part of it. So let's say that right there, and I'll detach that as a clone. I'll select this and I will flip that. Now let's say I will select this, bridge that, and cap that. Flip that right there. And maybe I'll cap this too. We now have this happening. We can now use retopology on this to quickly get this. It may not look like much, but actually we don't need it to be thickness. We can just have a single portion of this. We can just Control I and delete that. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and use symmetry on that. That gives us this, right? Then we can go in here and use conform to quickly conform that right there. And redelete the right half. And we can use retopology again. So sometimes fun, we get better results if we turn off pre-processed mesh. As you can see, guys, just like that, we're able to kind of quickly simplify this. Now we can shell this and apply other modifiers as well. And you may have to kind of clean things up here as well. But definitely much easier than having to kind of quickly put in all of the quads here yourself.